What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good morning. Still getting things situated here. Let me, I had some technical difficulties this morning. Post an announcement on the Steam group real quick. Sorry about this, everybody. Alright, there we go. What's going on there, KO? Catherine, how are you? Anyway, good to go here, so let's go ahead and get things started. I tried using the YouTube Stream Now feature, which I haven't used in about 6-8 months, and it seems completely broken right now. So I had to quickly go back and set it up the good old-fashioned way. But anyway, I am good to go now. So I'm on US West. Let me make sure I am online. I actually am online. So feel free to hop in and join me. I'm going to do some Chaos 7 maps. Now US West, there KO. I'm always on West unless I put in otherwise. Let's take a ride on a boat. And away we go. And hopefully I clicked public. Anyway, so how's everybody's week started up so far? Getting the coffee going. Yep, it is indeed public. I'm gonna go ahead and steal all the mana though and start building. I want to do some popcorn machine builds today, but this is not the map for it. You know what? I haven't used Weapon Mans in like a week. I'm going to use some Weapon Mans today too, I think. For the maximum OP effectiveness. What's going on there, Freddy? Yeah, look on my channel there, MG. There's hundreds of guides. If you go to my YouTube channel and scroll down, there's a playlist that says Hero and Defense Spotlights, and that has got not every defense in the game, but quite a few of them all lined out there as far as what to use. Oh dang. That's been a while then, Catherine. Holy crap. Oh, dude talking to me here. Trying to get back into DD2, quit after onslaught and got like 8 ascensions in. What should I do now? Probably dial in mods. Onslaught has changed, as I'm sure you've already seen. So you can do the new and improved onslaught for to get more if you're into the challenge. But, I mean, really, as far as the game in a whole, there hasn't been massive content changes. They've made a bunch of changes to the game that are more core functionality changes since you've played last, I think. But as far as the content, other than a few new maps, it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, the buff beam sucks. Boost star I'll make eventually here. The thing with boost star is it's not worth using until you get destructive pylon. So if you don't have destructive pylon, I personally wouldn't even consider it. Yeah, there's mods now and moving mods around, but as far as the gameplay, nothing's changed. So, I mean, if you've gone through the onslaught system before, you said you've done 8 ancient power resets. Other than some new mechanical features, there's not really anything in the game that you haven't already done. You know, getting mods and stuff, but that's just, you know, more of the same. Grind, grind, grind. Right, who we got there? Mr. Pickles, Rolly, and Dark Soul. Your better characters are on PS4 now. Fair enough. I've actually been debating on swapping around, but the problem is it's such a grind game, and every single time I play on one of the consoles, I feel like I'm missing out. I feel like I'm losing, you know, losing XP or losing whatever. I mean, I'm still so far from getting like all the Ascension categories capped out. And really, as far as quality of life, I just need thousands more Ascension level to fill everything up. Even where I'm standing right now, like if I get 700 more Ascension, I think it was that 700, I'll be able to hit the caps. But I'll be able to hit the caps for 1 defense. So I'm still going to have to play the whole, you know, multiple EVs, multiple monks, all that stuff. What's going on there, brothers? I'm doing good, just getting the day started. It's early in the morning for me. It's my first day on my new stream schedule. And I am dragging. It's gonna take me a little while to get used to it. I'm just not used to getting up. I mean, normally I'm still in bed right now on usual days, but once I get my sleep schedule adjusted and all that good stuff, it'll be a little easier. Miss the chat aspect of PC? Yeah, definitely. Not having the chat on console definitely stinks. Currently I'm at 2300, 2377. Actually didn't hit my goal last week, which I'm kind of shocked. It's like the first week I didn't, but I have a goal of getting 100 Ascension a week. With my expanded stream schedule, that's not going to be an issue. I'll blow past that, no problem, just from stream time. Turn the sound effects volume down just a little bit. Here we go. I don't have a Lavamancer set up there, Big Bob. That and Lavamancers are so meh. They're great builders, but as far as playing them actively, they're just so boring. And the best way to play it is to just punch things. Go all hero damage and punch things. And it's just, it gets really old really quick. Like, less than one map and you're done with it. And it's a great builder, but I don't really play the Lavamancer actively. I don't even have one geared to play him if I could, or if I wanted to. Well, there's nothing as OP on high onslaught floors, Jalen. Once you get to high onslaught floors, OP goes out the window. So, I mean, there just literally is nothing that's OP on the high floors. The Barbarian. No, that's not a defense, but the Barbarian survivability makes him a little OP on high floors. Same thing there, the Abyss Lord's a great builder. It's not really my flavor of DPS. I mean, it's a crowd control style DPS. I like to have my defenses do the crowd control and me dish out the pain. The Abyss Lord's not going to dish out any pain, but it holds things still for you. So it depends on how you like to play, you know. Nah, it's not going to happen, Hardy. You can, though. That is about the last thing I want to do is type messages from you to someone in game. Sorry, man. Hopefully get some good pirate mod here. We will see. You should buy whatever hero looks like it would be the most fun to you there, Bob. I personally always recommend the EV2 first, but that's just my personal favorite. Ramsters are AoE defense, so yeah, AoE defenses in general, not just the Ramster, all AoE defenses are better for the packs of mobs and not necessarily the bosses. Single target defenses are going to be better against bosses, and AoE defenses are going to be better against the packs. For all of them, not just the Ramsters. See what we get, see what we get. Oh, same map, how weird. Lavamancer can be a good DPS, but it's just extremely boring. If you want to play a melee DPS and that's what you're into, then I would suggest the Barbarian over the Lavamancer all day. But the Lavamancer does have some really good defenses, and the Barbarian has none. So that's where the Lavamancer would win. The Lavamancer is very boring. I mean, like I said, it's just, all you do is sit there and punch things. That's the best way to play it. That's the highest output that you're going to get as far as damage. His abilities are all kind of stinky. They're kind of a novelty more than anything else. It's unfortunate, but, I mean, you can make him viable if you want to play him. It's just, my personal opinion is it's ungodly boring. So I don't even have one geared up right now. You can use any of the DPS classes in Vision. The key is survivability. It's really hard to survive on the high onslaught floors. I personally use the monk. I tried mixing the gun witch into it, but she's just so fragile. So what I generally do now is I DPS on the monk. I'll keep a gun witch in the deck and swap to the gun witch if I need to get to the other side of the map real quick or something like that. Everyone's opinion's different there, but there is no best hero or anything like that. The game doesn't have that. It's not an option. Best is all a matter of opinion. Yeah, like I said, Lavamancer is a great builder. You gotta remember that it takes such a long time to get to high onslaught floors. Unless you just want to put lots of time into the game and sit there and grind it out, just play whoever you want. I mean, when I say high onslaught floors, I'm talking like floor 200 plus. You know, it's going to take a long time to get to floor 200. There's very few people that have done it. So, I mean, like prior to, say, floor 120, you can literally get away with playing any hero you want. Play anyone. You know, whatever is the most fun to you is who you should play. As far as like one strongest hero, if you were have to name a best for high onslaught, it would probably be the barbarian. Just because it, like I said, it comes down to the survivability, and the barbarian's got just ridiculous survivability. But you know, I've got 800,000 HP on my monk now, so it still doesn't live that long. If it was up to me personally, I'd probably take the Abyss Lord because I like the towers more. I do use Fissures a lot. They're really, really good. And I do use Volcanoes for the novelty aspect of it. But Ramsters will get you through the entire game. I mean, it'll get you all the way to Chaos 7. I wouldn't limit yourself to just those two heroes, though, unless that's who you want. If it's who you want, get who you want. You know, there is no wrong choice on what hero to get next. The right choice is different for everybody. It's a silly, out-of-control grind game. It's going to require, if you want to make it all the way through the game and you want to get to high onslaught floors and you want to progress all the way to the end, it's going to take you an absurd amount of hours. So make sure that you're playing the hero you want, because as long as the game stays fun, you'll put in those absurd amount of hours. If you're grinding it out playing on a hero that somebody else told you to play, you're not going to put the amount of hours in. Blade's not anywhere near floor 640. You mean Tubenstein? I can't imagine. I don't know where Blade's at, but I don't think he's anywhere near floor 640. Tubenstein and Wreck are the only people who have pushed that high. I'll probably never make it that far. I'm surprised Blade is even that far, to be honest with you. But that's where he's at. That's where he's at. I don't look at the leaderboard crap. It doesn't really mean anything to me, so I don't bother with it. I'm not gonna compete. So that's the thing, is the game's got to be fun. If it's not fun, then you're not playing the right game. And the grind and onslaught is just not fun to me. It's too tedious, too much of the exact same thing with no variation. I mean, to some people that's their thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like Rec, I talk to Rec all the time. She's a huge fan. She loves pushing Onslaught, you know. Her and Tubenstein are the top. And I mean, if that's what you enjoy, then that's what you enjoy. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Marcos, I think Marcos burnt himself out. I haven't heard anything from him in a long time. Actually, since this update came. Marcos was the super grinder, no doubt about it. He put a lot of time in. He's not the original, though. There was other super grinders before him. You guys remember 186 CM back in the day? Back when hitting 1,000 Ascension was considered ridiculous, and he was at 7,000? He was one of the OG grinders. Bob, you keep asking me the exact same question over and over again, and I've already answered it multiple times. I don't know what else to tell you, man. What's going on there, Sponsy? Thank you very much. Yeah, music from TechnoAxe. I finally got off my butt and downloaded it. He's got so much music. Just the playlist, like I went through his down-tempo playlist and downloaded just a bunch of songs that I liked. And I made it through maybe 25%. I mean, after spending just ages going through his little playlist, it was only about 25%. So I'm going to get lots and lots and lots of music from him. No doubt about it. It's just a matter of taking the time to go through it all. Can't get a good pirate mod today. I may have used all my RNG luck up last week. Well, no one can answer that for you, Bob. You gotta pick that yourself. Look through the heroes, decide who you want. Lightrayne's got a little write-up on Steam about it. I think it's linked here. Let me see. There you go. Look through that. Look through Lightrayne's little analysis there. And then, you know, that'll give you you'll be able to make a educated decision then of who you want. I should do a video about it. Not too many heroes, so it wouldn't be that long. It would be a long video, but it wouldn't be like 30 minutes or anything. Yeah, I mean, if you keep playing the game, eventually you're gonna have all of them. Yeah, that was pretty crazy there, Catherine. Sadly, that may have been my RNG for the rest of 2018. I was so lucky. Just crazy. Crazy good. Alright, here we go. A little variety here. I think I could do some Earth Shatters on this one. Split. We'll split the area. going on there, Yankee? How you doing? Go something like that. That's probably way too much DU. I gotta put something in there to take these cobalts down. I'll have to see how this works. I'm curious here if this particular lane, if they'll hit inside the spawn. If so, this lane just might get steamrolled here. Let's see. Only one way to find out. Thank you very much for subscribing there, YGC Griffiox. I do appreciate you. Let's see, let's throw that up there to help with the flyers. Go with those for the cobalts. That leaves me 210 left. Wow. Actually, I got lots of DU left. Let me throw a third. And then 30. Where's the lane that most likely to fail? I'd say this one. What's up, kitty? Sponzy, thank you so much for subscribing. What's up, Sadiq? How you doing? Exclamation EST in chat there, Tyler. I'll get you the full rundown on the Earth Shatters. Earth Shatters, off the top of my head, I think I'm using Destruction, Defense Rate, and the knock-up shard. See how this is going to hold up here. Yeah, it's steamrolling it. I'd really like to get my Earth Shatters up to Chaos 8. Got you Mass Destruction. Nice, Sadiq. That's awesome. You get wings for complete and mastery. You get wings from defender packs, which drop an onslaught victory chests. And I think that's about it. You get other flares from the onslaught milestones. Floor 40 and 45, I think it is. Not even positive on that one on the floors. I believe it's 40 and 45, but I know they changed it several times with the new onslaught. And floor 38, you get some wings. Yeah, it's probably the old floor 65. Before at floor 65, you'd get wings. I think it's 38 for the wings and then 40 and 45 for the flare sets. Lava Mancer's melee DPS, that's kind of boring to play, John, in my opinion. I mean, to each their own, but You guys know I'm a fan of ranged DPS more than the melee anyway. If I was to go with a melee DPS, I'd be playing the Barbarian though. No doubt about it. The Barb is just good stuff. Oh, much better time. Yeah, I just got to get used to it. It's pretty rough on my end. Of course, I need to go to bed earlier, and that's the hard part, is getting my sleep schedule adjusted. You know. What's going on there, Neo? How you doing? Once I get used to it, it'll be all good, but until then... Actually, tomorrow I should be better off than today. It's about 12 seconds for me there, Sponzy. But I'm pretty close to a YouTube server, too. More than you need. You can get more DPS than you need out of every hero in the game there, Das. So... Mass Destruction's the very first one. Time control. So if you get 50 stars... Or is it 55? 50 or 55 stars, you got Mass Destruction. But it's the first Hyper Shard you get. Kind of good that they put them in that way. Mass Destruction and Vicious Strikes being the first two. You're in Belgium? Well, I mean, there's YouTube servers in Europe too, you know. This is regular Chaos 7. This is not Onslaught Yankee. I don't really do public Onslaught matches. I've tried it, and it just doesn't work out. It turns into frustration. So I do Onslaught either solo or with a friend. Actually, I've pretty much only done it solo. I don't have anyone to play with that's at the same level. Unfortunately. Alright, what's in the box? I do stream on Twitch, Hardy. I'll be streaming on Twitch in about 3 hours, 3.5 hours from right now. Vicious Strike should be 155, Catherine. It's the second one that you get. Hubby's not interested in Mastery. Fair enough. Mastery's a pain in the butt. That's the thing, is it's got to be fun, you know? You got to have fun. If you're not having fun, then you're not playing the right game. If you don't like Mastery, you shouldn't play it. But it is nice to get the shards. Alright, we can probably do more popcorn machine action here too. In fact, I think I'm going to go with 2 sky guards and just plan for it. Let's see here. Where do we want it? I kind of hate to put them back here, pointed up that way, because then it, if anything makes it past, it's good game, but on the same note, nothing else should be making it past. Or not much, anyway. This side will be easy. It's debatable whether or not it's even fun with a friend. There's like one map on every tier that's just straight up irritating. In Mastery. No doubt about it. Like one map on every chaos tier that's just like, ugh. Such a pain. What do we got left? I got 70 left. I'm gonna have to go 2 LSAs. Yeah, missing some mana. I'll have to put the flame R down after I collect some mana. You could, but why would you want to? There, Flicks. I mean, building a map with one hero, if anything, takes away the fun, in my opinion. Why did you grind all those heroes out if you're not going to use them, you know? I'm playing on US West there, Housey. I'm always on US West unless I put it otherwise. These early starts, I may end up starting off on the EU servers and moving over. Right now in the US, most people are either in work, either at work or in school. So right now is definitely not a good time for matchmaking in the US for sure. I think everything's just getting wrecked, right? Close to 4 p.m. Oh, you're on the East Coast then, huh? Yeah, it's still early for me, not even 1. What's going on there, Solar? It's all good, man. Can't make every stream. Wondering how this side did. I'm in Washington there, Catherine. I'm from the East Coast originally. I grew up... Well, I mean, I'm originally from Northern Ireland, but I grew up in the U.S. in Washington, D.C. Now I'm in Washington State. That's the hunt for everyone. There, Solar. That's one of the most wanted shards in the game right now, I think. Cannon Ogre gonna get smoked. It's nice that Earth Shatters were fixed for the Cannon Ogre and the Assassins too. Like instant assassin removal now, which is awesome. A 1 out of 10 Shocking Revelations is strong there, Solar. It's just a really super strong mod. But, I mean, just getting a 1 out of 10 will get the job done for you. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I use a different set of towers for the most part almost every day there, Emesis. So if you look through my channel, if you're looking for anything specific, it's all there. I use every hero, but I mix it up. Today I wanted to do Earth Shatters. Earth Shatters and Weapon Mans will be going in today. Which not a Weapon Man on the map on this one, but it's an expensive combo. But I put in a lot of hours in DD2, so I try to use different stuff every day. That way it doesn't get, it keeps it fun. What's going on in there, Parasite? How you doing? Guys should let that roller come out and quit stunning it. Yeah, it looks like it's stuck now, huh? Ugh. Don't know if we caused that. I'm pretty sure it probably just got stuck. These bombs aren't going to reach it. No. There's no way to straight up make it drop, Emesis, but your chances of getting it to drop are increased if you play actively on the EV. I mean, I'll find several of them today, because I'm DPSing on the EV today. In fact, I'll bet you there's at least one sitting in my bags already, just from the stream. Yeah, the Mystic actually offers an unbelievable amount of crowd control. The problem you'll have with the Mystic is you're going to have your defenses kill the bosses. That's just how it is. As the Mystic just can't put the DPS out to get the job done. She's a lot better now with ability power than hero damage. And it used to be the other way around. She was better hero damage than with ability power. So you can get a little bit of burst damage in on her, but it's just... The thing with her is she can control a lane. I mean, she can control a lane so well that a lot of times it will break people's machines. Like with heavy frost lanes or whatever, all the freezing will cause like a graphics overload for some people. I was doing that right when Onslaught first came out, and everybody's like, I don't understand, I can't do that, it makes the game crash. And then I realized it's a graphics thing. So depending on your setup, it could be a bit of a headache, but it's so effective. You can just keep an entire pack of mobs just basically sitting still, you know. And when they're frost mobs and attacking each other, it just makes a whole lot of frozen stuff going on your screen. Yeah, mods are all the same. The quality of a mod goes up based off of the container it's in. So if a 10 out of 10 mod is in a Chaos 1 relic, it's not going to have the same numbers that a 10 out of 10 mod on a Chaos 7 relic would be. However, if you upgrade the relic to Chaos 7, then it will have the same stuff. Alright, pop on out to Tavern here and go through my inventory and whatnot. And I'll start up some new ones. If it doesn't fill up, by all means, feel free to rejoin though. Yeah, like if you find a perfect mod in Chaos 1, it's no big deal. You just upgrade it to Chaos 7. I'm probably getting close to having to start collecting pet food again, but I'm not quite there yet. Yeah, there's been tons of changes for sure. And more to come. I mean, we don't really have a whole lot of info as far as what's coming next. Maybe we'll get some this week. That would be nice. Nothing good yet. Destruction! Ah. You know what, I can sell that tenacity to somebody. I'll put it up on the market for cheap. Oh, I got two bags of pet food and pet reagents in my vault. I didn't mean I needed it. I just meant like I dropped below having a ridiculously absurd amount. So I might end up saving it or opening them again. Just because like my second bag full of pet stuff is not full any longer. I mean, I've got every pet in the game except one. And I've got more than enough stuff to upgrade all of my pets, so I should just upgrade them all and call it good. And then I don't have to even think about the pet stuff anymore. Oh, that's already locked. Alright, I was gonna say that piece might be decent. Oops. There you go, time control. Everything is set up as a command there, folks, so all of the hero spotlights are all done on videos. I don't like to stop the stream. Let's see, get rid of that. We'll throw this tenacity up there for, say, 25,000. Sweet. So anyway, every defense that I use is on that Hero and Defense Spotlights playlist. So, and anybody can use those commands. You don't have to have me typing in. So you just do exclamation commands. It will give you a link to a list of them all. Let's see. Here's the main one though. That playlist right there, I constantly update. So there's nothing in that playlist that's not up to date. And you can just go through the playlist, pick the hero or the defense that you're interested about, and it'll give you all the infos. Let's see, where do we want to go? I haven't done Temple and Necrotic in a long time. Either one there, Solar. There's no wrong choice between those. Range is going to give you overall more control, but Tenacity gives you effectiveness versus Kursakazi lanes if you're pushing an onslaught. So really either or there. But if you're looking for your weapon mans to be your Kursakazi control as well as doing its other job, then you're going to want to go Tenacity. Tenacity or Range will deal with cyborgs. Tenacity, of course, you ignore the cyborgs, and Range, you kill them before they get close enough. Let's do Little Horn. I haven't done Little Horn in ages. Alright, once again, feel free to join me. I'm in the Steam group, so you can join me through Steam group chat. You can join right off the war table. If you were already in a match and it doesn't fill up, feel free to rejoin. We'll do some weapon man action here on this one. Let's see. I want to come back far enough on these lanes where mobs aren't getting stuck. Seeing these two are boss lanes, so I'm going to bring it way back here. Where we want it. Hey, you know what? We got the DU. I'm just going to go 2 nodes on each lane. They'll double dip a little bit. Quicksilver, what's up, Quick? How you doing? I know a lot of people like to throw these right in the spawn, but it actually slows things up when you do that, because mobs are more likely to get stuck inside the spawn if you just spawn camp them right up close. That's why I don't really do that too often. Anyway, we got 60 left. Why don't we add an Earth Shatter somewhere? Or sounds good. Oh, even better, a Frostbite. What am I thinking? Let's get some Frosty power going here. Hopefully, it doesn't get dive bombed into oblivion. I'm 45. there, Jerry. I'm doing good there, Quick. This is my first day of my new stream schedule, so I'm a little sleepy. I didn't get near enough sleep last night. I need to get my sleep schedule adjusted to match my stream schedule here. Oh, you said how am I? I thought you said how old am I? Derp. I'm good. Oh, that sucks, Quick. I'm still grinding out that Riven. I'm at 100 and I want to say 155 rerolls on that Riven now. Just crazy. Either one there, Solar. I use tenacity on mine personally, but a lot of people use range. So either or. It's a full on, that's what the weapon mans bring is, you know, everybody focuses on power, and just like any tower defense game, it's not about how much power you've got, it's about your enemy control. And weapon manufacturers do such a great job at crowd controlling enemies. And crowd control is greater than strength. Nice, Minders. I'm anxious to get that Riven I'm working on completed because I really want to go ham on my mag. I got Mag Prime now, and I want to Orma the crap out of Mag Prime and just turn her into an absolute machine. You only have 4 Rivens. Would you sell all your... You got rid of all your Rivens quick? You used to have a bunch. Well, if one node gets stunned, they're all connected no matter how you place them. The nodes don't get stunned individually. It's all one defense, but having the range on there, you kill the cyborgs before they get there. Dude looking at the defenses saying that he's got more power than I do. It's like, you're kidding me. I mean, he might, but I just seriously doubt it. It's hard not to. That right there, I would love to play that solar, but I don't have a Switch. What's going on, Simon? How you doing? A lot of people say that just that game alone is a reason to get a Switch. Everybody says the game is so good. Saren's awesome. Well, you know, Mesa Prime's coming there quick. Mesa Prime is right around the corner. EV2 Warframe, that's Mesa Prime, isn't it? or that's Mesa. Mesa has got that EV2 like ability. Except with Mesa you can move when you augment it. That's the most awesome thing ever. I thought Breath of the Wild was exclusive. You can't get it on PC that I'm aware of unless you use an emulator. I would love to play Breath of the Wild. I'm going to be adding lots of other games to the channel. There's a new action defense game out, or that's coming out, that looks really good, and it's a single developer. I can't remember what it's called. Let me see if I've got it here listed still. Let me tab out for a sec. I can't remember what oh, it's called Volcon Defend the Tower. I actually got a media key for that this morning. I'm anxious to check it out. It's a single developer and the game looks beautiful. Now, I haven't actually installed it and played it yet. I'm just going by the videos I've seen. But it just amazes me that that's just one person. It's like, wow. That is some serious, serious graphics knowledge. Just amazing. I'm definitely anxious to check it out though. Yeah, I'm using rolling guard on just about everybody now, quick. It's too good not to, especially if you're doing anything that requires survivability. I've been putting it on my Mirage, and that girl is just ridiculous. Still got your Wii U going? That's alright. Nothing wrong with that. What's going on, Exodor? How you doing? Anything jumping out at me? Not really. Breath of the Wild, what's that other Stardew-ish type game? Not Graveyard Keeper. I want to play Graveyard Keeper 2. I'm going to be starting Graveyard Keeper on stream. I may start that tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna do DD2. I don't want to kill myself with the DD2, so I've got to mix in some other games. That's what I do, Quicksilver. I stay in the shadows, and then when I want to get out and dish out the wapow, then I'll do the roll, and that gives me 3 seconds of invulnerability to get out and cast my number 4, or do whatever out in the light with the big damage buff. Alright, let's see here. This is another good popcorn machine map, but the DU is just limited. I think I'll go Weapon Man's instead. In fact, we'll add just an amazingly silly amount of lane control in here. And we'll buff it all up with a destructive pylon. Not enough to do it over here, huh? Alright, I'll just do that. Put one more up close for the flyers. Farm C4 for 4 hours. Got 2 shard packs. No defense rates. Yeah, that's... I can tell you they're the best hero that I was in hundreds of hours when shards first became a thing. And didn't have one yet. Didn't even know they existed yet. Well, it's because it's full now, Solar. You're not going to see the group with it's full. Yeah, I'm using music from TechnoAxe. I got a few different playlists. I've got kind of a general playlist I put together. This one here. I'm gonna have a little harder, like more of a rock playlist for Warframe. I've got to go through all the music though and get it all downloaded. He's got just TechnoAxe has got an amazing amount of music. I should put a bot command in for him, but he does have a ridiculous amount of music. Oh, you meant in the Heroes Marketplace? I don't go there except to look at player markets, Solar. I spend all my time in matches. I don't go to the lobbies very often. I mean, if I spend any real time in one of the lobbies, it's to do testing, and I do that in a private tavern on a target dummy, you know. You don't get anything done in town. That's one thing for sure. There isn't any loot that drops there. And I'm definitely all about the loot. So what's going on, Carnage? How you doing? Where's Gribbs at? He gonna just get wrecked, isn't he? Yeah, he evaporated. Sea Driller gonna take a while to get out here. Come on out, little Sea Driller. Nice, Solar. Who'd you talk to? This guy's chat in Discord every now and then. Jose and Mark are the ones. If you talk to Jose or Mark, that's going right to the source. Huh. That sounds interesting there, Quick. Farming people's shops in town, that's pretty much it. That is the only loot available in town there, Catherine. Yeah, people still play it there, Hobu. The player base hasn't really changed much, to be honest. It goes up, just like every other game, it goes up and down around updates. When an update hits, a player base spikes up and then fizzles out shortly after. Nothing good so far, so I got to get to 2,500 by the end of the week. I don't think that'll be a problem. I'm still putting this one together, Carnage. It's not really new. It's kind of the modified version of the old Proton Charge build. But I don't have all the mods I want yet. I'm using a complete crap mod in the mix. The normal AP mod. That mod is just not good. I've got it in there. I'm using it. The problem is it goes against what you would want. You know, the normal AP mod, you get more AP for every hit that doesn't crit. But you see all the red numbers flying. I mean, when you're attacking so frequently like this, you're just going to crit all the time. So it resets that mod every time you crit, and you don't get much of a bonus out of it. I don't know what I'm gonna put in that third slot. I've got ability power and healthy AP, but the third slot I'm still kind of wondering what I want to do. Mana burn doesn't work with the EV, so I can't do mana burn. I'm just not sure. You know, I debated on putting hero health in the 3rd slot, and then that would free up a bunch of ascension. Yeah, I'm using the usual suspects for shards, the reduced heat, and then the more heat drain by the primary attack. Kind of the same as the older builds, but just trying to find the right mod selection for it. That is the challenge for sure. I don't even know what those normal mods, I'm not even sure what hero I could get that to work on. You would want to put no points into crit chance, and you'd want to have no crit shards. You'd basically want to crit as little as possible. I put it on there just to play around with it because I had a bunch of the mods, and I just don't like what I got. You know, just not a fan. The results were not spectacular. We don't have enough mana to popcorn machine this map. So we'll do the easy cheesy weapon mans, and I will just chat with you all while the map runs. And this is a boss lane for the last wave, so let me build back further. Might get a cobalt into the sub-objectives, we'll have to see. Move this down a little further. And same thing here, not get too spawn campy with it. I just don't want the mobs getting stuck, basically. Yeah, you can, but you'll find that it's really super boring there, Hobo. I mean, first off, soloing is easier than doing it in a group. Every additional player that gets added to a group raises the mob health by 20%. And then also it reduces the effectiveness of some of your things, like it reduces stun time. So playing solo is easier than playing multiplayer. But, you know, the Lavamancer can do it, the Abyss Lord can do it, the Monk can do it, the EV2 can do it. There's lots and lots of heroes that can do it. It's boring. I mean, if you guys want to see some of that type of stuff, I'd be more than happy to show you. But I can tell you that it's not as fun as it sounds like it would be. It's just kind of meh. I actually did videos on it, one hero builds. Who all did I do? I think I did everybody, to be honest. I'm not positive, but I believe I did. I think I did every hero. Yeah, no doubt, Carnage. Too many walls of text there, Solar. Oh, yeah. Good, good. I mean, those are nice guys. Jose and Mark are both real easy to talk to. They're the two creative guys, so... Jose's not the world designer, though. Jose's on the creative team. The world designers don't use Discord. Or I'm sure they use Discord, but they don't use the public DD2 Discord. I did poison dart towers for my last big run of them there, KO. I mean, I threw other stuff in as relics dropped or whatever. But as far as saving money, you know, I juiced up one poison dart tower, and then just kind of carried myself with it. But that's the way to go. Heck yeah, Catherine, now we're talking. I've been crying for EV2 double jump for 2 years. Yeah, you can get out of any map. If that's your thing, you can find a way out of it. Every map, including town, can be gotten out of. It's not, you know, you got to be interested in doing that. It's not difficult by any means. Cryo is real big into that. For those of you that know Cryo from Discord, anytime a new map comes out, he is outside of it like within the first 15-20 minutes. Exclamation PDT there, Lucas. But I use, what, Deadly Strikes, and then I don't go full Ascension into range. Destruction and defense rate. Or no, I don't have defense rate on. What am I using? I think I'm using Vampiric instead. I don't have defense rate on him because I've got a max defense rate mod that gets me to the caps since it's Chaos 8. Yeah, EV2 and the Gunwitch are two of my favorites as well, no doubt. SciTech, what's up, man? Long time no see. How's things? I see you've been grinding it out. I see you online in DD2 almost all the time. Kept telling myself it's just such a habit now to go back to the monk from doing all that onslaught grinding. Gonna do some AP reset. Sham, what's going on? How you doing today? Zeppa? Zapper almost got me. I'm doing good. I'm dragging a little today. Today's my first day on my new stream schedule. I wouldn't drop anti... Yeah, I don't use Frostboom anymore. Does it say that on that video? I'm gonna have to recheck. I might have to redo the Frosty Fissures. Boom is best until you get to higher onslaught floors. Higher meaning like over 100 and say over floor 120 is when you might want to reconsider boom, but I'm still using it in the 200s and it's working good. In fact, have expanded it. I'm using Gobu Boom now as well. I've got 2 sets of fissures. Oop, map's over. I can show you my frost fissures now. I'm using anti-frost, anti-orc, and defense range on them now. No, you definitely don't want to say things like that public there, Solar, because if Trendy finds out, they'll ban your account. No scripting allowed. See, how many was that? That was 3. We'll do 1 more and then I'll change up the group. See if there's anybody hanging out in town, selling anything good. My fissures just melt frostlanes though, the way they're set up now. It's all about those frost orcs. Let's see. Let's try the popcorn machine on this one. Can't do the popcorn machine with people throwing random stuff down. That's the bad part about it, is it costs so much. Popcorn's expensive. Let's see, we want lots of dedicated sky guards here too. Let's put one here as well. And we got plenty left for more popcorn. Perfect. $110 left. That gives me 50. Let's get one more sky guard just for good measure. Actually, I should put something with... Actually, that one's going to cover that lane too. I think this will be good. Should hap on my adept for this one. Get some more airborne mobs. Let's do it. Where you at, Pebbles? There she is. going on, Tubenstein? Just talking about you earlier. We got cobolted. How the heck did that happen with all these sky guards? Oh yeah, I was talking about sky guards there too. Not the carnival popcorn machine. I actually sold all of mine when I saw people were willing to pay $1 million gold for them. It's like, what? It's ridiculous. No, I was talking about the Earth Shatter build. I have just always called a popcorn machine because they, you know, it makes them all pop up in the air like that. Everything's dying so quick, there's not much making it out for a show. The popcorn effect is going in the back. Yeah, even these are getting taken out in the spawn. So much for my popcorn machine. I guess this wasn't a good map for it. I thought this would have been a good map for it, but you don't get to see the show with everything getting spawn camp killed like that. It's entertaining as hell on Magus Quarters or Demon's Lair, or what the heck is that map called? Molten Citadel. Molten Citadel, you can make it look really, really ridiculously good. SciTech, holy crap, thank you so much. I do appreciate you a ton there, SciTech. Come on out, little baddies. I wanted the popcorn going out here, not up in there. Loses all the fun. Just shows you how insanely powerful Earth Shatters are, though. Here, just really, really good. Can't even get anything marked right now. This adept can put out some big booms. She's super fun to play. Hit the button, CRTG. I think that's CRTG. Or THG, pardon me. God, just so strong. What floor are you guys on now, Tubenstein? Solar, you keep talking about things that I'm not allowed to discuss on my streams. It violates my agreement with Trendy. So, please don't talk about those things. I'm not allowed to respond, or I lose the ability to have all these giveaways and stuff for you all. CRTHG. That's alright. Feel free to not hit the button. Thank you very, very much. I do appreciate you a ton. Wobble flopper. Change of subject. I do like towers. Indeed. It's like that too. You guys grinded it out, man. I was saying at the rec just the other day, I can't believe how far you guys made it so quick. It's like I mean, I don't look at the leaderboards very often, but like I didn't look for like a few days, and you guys had gone up like 100 floors. It was like, Jesus. These two are grinding it out. Oh, it's all good, Solar. Don't sweat it. It's all good, man. It's all good. What was that? My phone's beeping at me for some reason. Trendo just sent out a tweet about the Casters Guild. Oh, I was talking about the flares. Yeah, we get the casters. The original Casters Guild folks are getting flares in game. So there's going to be a Juice Bags flare, a Show flare, a Sidewalk Hero flare, and an Excellent flare here soon. Which is kind of cool. I don't know how they're going to be assessed, how you'll be able to get them. They haven't really given us all the details yet. Alright, head out to town here. Make another group. Like I said before, if the group doesn't fill up and you've already been in one, feel free to hop on in. It's all good. Just want to get some matches in, you know. See what's for sale. There's Tubenstein right there. What the heck? Tubenstein's not selling all the good stuff? Man, 2 perfect triple chips. Half tempted to pick them up for my EV. Now each one is a different slot. They haven't given us exact info yet, but like mine I think is going to be the head, shows is going to be the back, X-Glance will be the belt, and I think Sidewalk Hero will be the ground flare. I'm not positive on that, don't hold me to it, but I think that's what they teased. Both poor and out of goodies. Good lord, too. You got that Penta 4 skin staff, though. You put that there just to tease me, didn't you? Because that's the one staff I never got. I see how it is. The Penta 3 skin staff. The shot on that staff is so cool. Do I have one of those? I don't think I have one. Let me look. No. No, let me check in the vault. I'm not sure it's going to be a head, Solar, but I think so. Oh, I got 2 of those. Nope, no skin staff. I got me a sleepy octopod, though. What do you think of that? Oh, I do have one. Oh, nice. Never mind, I'm not sad anymore. Sorry, Tube, I didn't mean to call you out there. Let's see. I'll show you guys what I was talking about. Yeah, I gotta make room. The shot on this thing is just so cool looking. It's a green item. I use the evolve system to get it up to legendary, but it shoots out a bunch of birds. A bunch of glowy little flappy birds. Is that not the coolest shot type ever? And then you see the charged shot on it going off with the bird that's flying up above the others. Just the coolest looking thing. Definitely a bunch of good ones. I'm using the street sign right now, which is a cool shot type with the little flashy glowing orbs. But it's not as cool as those birds. That's for dang sure. Let me put that back so I don't lose it. Alright. Let's see what kind of awesomeness we got here. Alright, we got a Deadly Strikes right here. You ready for it? Oh, I lied. I've been having really good luck calling them lately. I figured I'd keep pushing it. Doesn't always work though. In fact, 99% of the time it does not. Let's see. Destruction? How about Deadly Strikes here? Good lord. I just want to do a popcorn machine build, dang it. I'm going to load into that Molten Citadel here in a minute. I use Power Gambit on all of my hero damage heroes, Catherine. So like my monk, I'm using it. On my barb, I use it. Pretty much anyone that's hero damage, that's a hero damage build, I'm using it. My charge shot EV2 uses it. Man, no perfect mods yet today, huh? They being elusive today. No love at all. No, I don't use very many anymore, Tanya. I'm only using tenacity on 2 items now, my weapon manufacturers and my proton beams. A power mod like that would go really good on, say, well, I mean, it would go good on any defense. It would be a solid mod to put on any damaging defense. I think if I had one right now, I'd probably put it on my boost arrows. Let me see, I'm using one on them now, I believe. Yeah, see, I'm using an 8 out of 10 on my boost stars right now. So I would probably put it there. If I had one. I didn't really have to put it in there because of Power Gambit, Catherine. I ended up putting more Ascension into hero health because of the higher onslaught floors. Once a week. That's not terrible, though. Once a week isn't bad. Tim, thank you so much. Welcome to the Juicy Nation. I do appreciate it. You get all the fancies in chat now. And people buying my stuff. I don't think I had anything good there to sell. Oh, actually I did. I put a bunch of stuff up. Well, the thing about cyborgs, Tanya, is they disable ground traps, Rs, and nodes. So the easiest thing to do with no mod requirements is not use ground traps, Rs, or nodes. So like cannonballs, ramsters, anything that's a tower will do good against them. Tenacity, of course, is a straight up counter to cyborgs. And then range. If you get to the range caps on traps, Rs, and nodes. Alright, Solar, take it easy, man. Thanks for swinging by. Let's see, let me grab my Earth Shatters back here. I'm going to queue up some Magus Quarters here so we can... So I can get some... I got to get some popcorn in my life today. Well, I do really appreciate it, Tim. Thank you a ton. Crap, did I make it public? I think I made it public. I'm not positive. Well, if you don't have the mod set up for it, like with me, I'm outranging them with my fissures. I've got a range mod and a gilded deadly strikes, so my fissures are really large, and it outranges the cyborgs. Did I make it public? Yeah, it's public. Alright. Fissures are a good choice for everything, really. I mean, they're just, it's a lot of stackable damage. We'll get popcorn now, dang it. Wobble Flopper, thank you a ton for subscribing. Alright, what do we got left? We got 240 left. Wow. Well, I mean, that could be... something like this for the kobolds. And another 60. Well, I'll last resort it with the LSA. As far as Frosty, those cyborgs are a completely different animal than frost orcs. Tenacity does not work, doesn't affect frost orcs. So frost orcs, one of the best things you can do is outrange them, is what I do. Now you'll see a lot of people are overcapping their rate for frost orcs, which is a little bit glitchy. So if there's a fix, those people are not going to be able to do it. Oh, Insanity, you're gonna love them. Sanctum is a great franchise. I mean, just good games. There we go. Now we got popcorn. What I mean by overcapping rate is stacking more rate past the defense caps on it. How Frost Orcs work is each Frost Orc will lower the attack rate of your towers by a percentage for each stack of chill. The only way to get rid of it is to kill the Frost Orc, because it's an aura around the Orc. So if the Orc either gets out of range of your towers or you kill it, that's the only ways to get rid of it. So the reduction in the attack speed is going off of the defense rate stat that you have. So if you're overcapped, it's lowering you down starting from a higher point. Which, like I said, that doing it like that is a little bit cheesy. And I'm assuming eventually Trendy will patch it. And if they do, then you're going to be stuck and not know what to do. So the best way to deal with Frost Orcs is either use towers or outrange the Frost Orcs. And Fishers can easily outrange the Frost Orcs. That's why I like Fishers so much. Plus, just innately being fire damage. They get double damage against Frost mobs. So, double damage is good stuff too. Yeah, you negate some of the speed loss by overcapping. But like I said, it's a little bit cheesy. I mean, I'm surprised. I can't remember who it was that found it. I'm surprised they even found it, because why would you want to waste all those good mods and stuff for that one particular thing only? Trendy hasn't given an official response on it yet, so we don't know. I mean, they may keep it, they may not keep it. They don't like to come out straight out and say something is a bug unless they're actually working on fixing it. I mean, they'll say after they fix it, but they don't like talking about it prior. They don't want to bring attention to it, which is, you know, I mean, it's understandable. I would do that Fisher build like that. Anti-Orc, Anti-Frost, and then range, Tanya, is going to be just really good. And then if you've got a Gilded Deadly Strikes, you still can't get to the range cap of the Fisher with the Gilded Deadly Strikes and a range mod. But you can do pretty darn good with them, that's for sure. No doubt about it. That's what I love about the popcorn. A roller and a cannon ogre. Cannon ogre gonna shoot me. Alright, good. He didn't shoot me. The problem with bees is they're single target. You know, so if you get a big frost lane, I mean, even like if you went fire bees, your bees are going to do double damage against frosties. But it's a single target defense, so no matter what, one hornet's nest can only attack 3 enemies. So if it's a big frost lane with a lot of mobs, you've got just a strong chance of getting overrun. You know, getting overrun's no good. And fissures bring that, you know, you still get the benefit of the double damage with it being a fire defense, but it brings the AoE in the mix, where instead of hitting 3 targets at a time, you're hitting 10 targets at a time. All of the AoE defenses in the game have a natural 10 target cap. Actually, it used to be 8, so it used to be even lower. But like this flame aura cannot hit more than 10 targets at a time. So if if 11 mobs come out and run through this, one of them isn't going to take any damage. But yeah, with the bees, it's not that they don't have enough power, it's that there's just too many targets for them to handle, is the thing. I mean, the same can be said about any of the single target defenses in the game. They're just not best used on they're best used versus either light heavy lanes, like lanes with a lot of orcs or whatever, but not necessarily a ton of mobs. I mean, controller you're going to be able to use after Tim, but for resetting, melee boom is OP. I would probably just go with the controller just because you're going to be able to use it after you're done. You know, if you've got a good controller servo mod. But, I mean, there's no doubt. I would put boom on something else. Or, like, the first... Like, if you are mainly using the weapon manufacturers, and then your other defenses you're just using if you find, like, an item for it. Like, throw the first boom servo you get on flame auras or whatever, and just use it for that reset, and then throw it away afterwards. Is what I would probably do. That's actually exactly what I did. Like I said, I used poison dart towers as my main when I did my resets, and then I would throw, like, oop, the map's over. I would throw you know, as I found whatever, I would throw it on random stuff. You know, get some flame auras added in, or weapon mans, or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo that Fisher video, though. I didn't realize that one was not current. My PDTs, I got kind of a funny build with them because I've got a perfect defense rate mod on them, so it frees up a shard slot. So on my PDTs, I'm using, like for shards, I'm using Destruction, Deadly Strikes, and Vampiric Empowerment. The strongest thing to use would be Destruction, Mass Destruction, and Deadly Strikes. But it's still not... It's gray area with Trendy whether or not Destruction and Mass Destruction are supposed to be stacking. If they would ever publicly confirm that it's okay for them to stack, I'm going to have to redo every single video. Because Mass Destruction and Destruction will be best in slot on most most defenses, you know. Alright, I got my popcorn in. I'm happy now. This is kind of the standard stack that I use on just about every, you know, you can get away with using it on every lane just about. Not in the onslaught. I mean, you can use it on a lot of lanes on onslaught, but 1 flame, 1 LSA, and then 3 weapon man nodes is just really good. I'll leave the rest of the mana. Yeah, I didn't use any hyper shards when resetting either. Like you said, it just costs too much. You spend all your gold, you know. I did that when I first started doing Ancient Power. Explosive poison is really good situationally. Enhanced poison is kind of a junk shard now. The big deal with enhanced poison before is it allowed you to go below the defense caps, but apparently that was a bug. And when they changed it, it made enhanced poison no longer any good. That and the poison, just from the mechanically how the poison dart tower changed when the stats changed and like crit damage changed. Having more defense power in the deal made the regular dart damage from the poison dart tower hit way, way harder. So the regular dart damage does, I mean, it's, the majority of the damage still comes from the poison. But the two things before is the majority of the damage, or like almost all of the damage came from the poison. Plus, it allowed you to go below the caps, and that's no longer a thing. Explosive poison, like I said, can be good, but it's situational. To really get the effectiveness out of it, you've got to have a really tight pack of mobs. Like this map would be alright for them if you spawn camped it like right here, because the mobs come out in a real tight pack. And then like here, they've got this little choke area that forces all the mobs into a tight pack. Yeah. I mean, as a general rule, that's the 3 shards I go to with every tower, pretty much. And then I'll modify it from there. What's going on there, Cat Gaming? How you doing? Yeah, still got a long way to go there, Gareth. It's 45, or it's, you pick up 500. It's 4,500 with just the gambit. Using deadly, you don't put all the points into the gambit though, Tim, is what you do. I go through it all in my PDT video. If you do exclamation PDT in chat, it'll give you a link to the vid. But you don't put all your points in the gambit. If you got a gilded deadly strike, you only put 9 points into the range gambit. And then if you have a regular deadly strike, you put 19 points into the range gambit. So that frees up defense power because you're not having that defense power reduction for the points in gambit. I mean, you don't need the range though. Like you said, it is only 500. I like having the full range on it, but a lot of people are more than happy with the not having the 500 range. I'm doing good there, Dragon Slayer. Lost your Tiger Games account. That sucks. That's somewhere. That's speaking of that range with the poison dart towers. Anyone that's using a regular deadly strike shard and a range mod on any defense, you're going to want to check that, because there's a lot of defenses where you're overcapping your range, and then every point you put into the range gambit, you're actually losing defense power. So your defenses are actually losing power from the ascension that you put in, because they're not gaining any additional range out of putting the extra point in, but they're still losing the defense power that comes with it. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. I think my next DD2 stream, I'll try some more onslaught. I know you guys don't want to see me sit here in AFK. And that is, without a doubt, what I'm doing. See, Droller stuck, or is it getting stunned? It looks stuck. I don't see the stun swirly. That stinks. Yeah, it looks like we can hit the backside though, so it's all good. What was that? Oh, Boar Explosion. That's one that I always have a tough time with, Tanya. I'm using Stunfire, but like, I know a lot of people that use both. Lightrayne uses them both. Omni uses them both. I wouldn't put controller servo on your cannons, because that's only going to proc when Stunfire procs. So controller servo, you're not getting a benefit from at all times. Controller servo is best used on a defense that is full-time crowd control. And since the cannons aren't full-time crowd control, it actually requires the shard to get any crowd control. So I would take that. I would swap that one out. But it's a tough call on the stun or the heavy cannonball. If you use both of them, of course, you get the AoE stun going on, because the heavy cannonball will proc the stun fire as well. But you lose so much power by doing that. So it's definitely a playstyle choice, you know. Well, there we go. I finally hit last week's goal. I slacked. That 7 Days to Die got me. At Alpha 17 for 7 Days to Die coming out, I just can't stop playing it. Well, I mean, there's lots of good options, Tanya. An anti-mod would be really good. Like, do you want him to hit harder against bosses? Then an anti-mini-boss would be great. If you look at just the heavier mobs in the lanes, the orcs and the cyborgs, the lady orcs, they're all orcs, so anti-orc would be good. If you're having a problem with anything in particular, like assassins, say assassins and lady orcs, then you'd want to go anti-chaos. It's really, there's lots of options to customize it to make it your own. I personally am going with, I'll look here at when we get into the next map. Oh, it runs bad. There's no doubt there, Gareth. The gameplay is there. The graphics are a little bit better now, though. They just switched to the new version of Unity. If cyborgs hate you, then like anti-orc would do good, anti-chaos would do good. Let me take a peek again. I'm using what, anti-melee, piercer, and anti-orc is the 3 I chose. Piercer is kind of a requirement, especially if you're doing onslaught, so that one eats up one no matter what. And then as far as shards, right now I've got destruction, deadly strikes, and defense rate on it. But I do swap out destruction quite frequently and go with stunfire. What's going on there, Michael? How you doing? Well, you have to look and see, are you at the range caps, John? If you're at the range caps, or, pardon me, you look at it and see if you have gilded shards. If you're using like a gilded deadly strikes or a gilded defense rate, then you don't need either of those. But if you're not using, if you got regular defense rate or deadly strikes, then you might want to go with defense rate or some range. What we got? That one's all built out. Don't want to cause too much of a roadblock here. That one's going to stop them up too, but shouldn't be too bad. I think we're good. We got air over here, right? Yeah. We'll put a little more air control in here. Now that Skyguard's not going to get any work. Yeah, anti-melee is always a good choice. It covers a large number of the enemies for sure. I mean, most maps it's going to be at a minimum 50% of the enemies, but usually it's going to be more than that. You know, unless you just get like a ton of ranged lanes in onslaught, it's almost always going to be more than that. They're real similar. Basically, Flameauras hit harder more frequently, but Fissures have better range. And in addition to that, Flameauras are a globe. So like you see the range of the Flameaura goes all the way up, where Fissures are more of a static label on the ground. So the Fissures won't hit flyers, but Flameauras will. So like you can even, you know, say this lane right here, it's pretty close where they're coming out, but you could even get like a, if your range was big enough, I'm not even sure if my range is high enough, but you can throw like a Flameaura up there, and yeah, it's burning them. You see the effect on them? And the Flameaura will do some damage to those guys as they're coming out of the spawn. Where if I put a Fissure right there, it wouldn't do anything. They're both really solid. Fissures also can be stacked really tight. For example, let's get some Go Boo Boom going in here. Where, I mean, you already know how far away Flameauras have to be from each other. Fissures, you can stack them right next to each other. And then that's another huge benefit of Fissures. Is it's not as much damage as Flameauras, but it's more overall damage to the lane in a tighter area. You can just like throw them right next to each other like that. Just crazy. Oh, that's weird, Prototype. I put that video out yesterday. I published it like yesterday afternoon, almost a full 24 hours ago. Yeah, Yetis take double damage from fire as well. It's one of the things I usually do on Yeti boss, like on Yeti Omega Wave lanes, is I'll stack Fissures and Lightning Strike Auras. And they're getting the double damage from the Fissures, and then Lightning Strike Auras. I've just got mine set up for anti-boss killing, you know. It's instantaneous. It doesn't give you a graphic, Michael, so it works, but it happens really fast. And like, if you get hit, say you get hit for twice your health, it's still going to kill you. Because it's going to revive you, and the rest of that damage will still hit you. Now, like, I've got 850,000 health on this monk. Say I got hit for 860,000 damage. It's going to kill me, and then it's going to do that additional, what, 7,200 damage for the damage over. I don't have one yet, Tanya, but I probably will eventually. I know a lot of people like using boosts, and boosts are really strong. I just don't use them very frequently, so I haven't really fine-tuned my boost aura. Boost auras, there's lots of options. I personally don't use them very often, but when I do, I usually use them for the slow. Like I said, a lot of people focus on just nothing but power, and it's not really the best way to win. Is if you can slow the mobs down and you make your defenses hit them more than once, or more times than they would hit if they didn't have the slow, then you're getting more benefit out of it than raw power. You know, it's a, do you want to hit them once for 1,000,000, or do you want to hit them twice for 800,000? You know, it's one of those situations. So the crowd control aspect is really good, and the slow on Boost Aura stacks with the slow on Frostbite, which Frostbite overall, in my opinion, is a better defense because of that crowd control it adds in. Now, if you completely grind it out and completely trick out your Boost Auras, you're going to get more overall power out of your Boost Auras than you will out of Frosty power. But the Frostbite's still going to win, because you're going to be crowd controlling the mobs as well. Oh, it's nice that you got one then, Tanya. That's good. Good stuff. Always going right back to the monk. Jeez. Old habits die hard. Double jump for the win. If EV2 had double jump, I'd probably never get off of the EV2. That double jump is just it's such a quality of life thing. Double rollers, huh? Yep, they did. Yeah, I don't like the hero swapping either. I mean, you can cancel it by just switching heroes, but then you got the cooldown and you can't switch back. you know. Alright, Tanya, well, good luck. Have fun on your Lavamancer. Yeah, it's the swing. It's a swing speed modifier. Slap it now. It's a percentage past the speed, the standard speed of the weapon. It's, in my opinion, it's best to completely ignore it. It's just makes practically no difference. It does make a difference, but it's such a ridiculously small difference. It's better to focus on just getting the light, medium, or heavy swing speed that you want with the correct stats on it. You're going to get a greater benefit out of just focusing on those than worrying about that. What's going on, David? Proton beams are really good, sir. Frostbite towers are really good. The stun on proton beams is ridiculous, and it lasts 3 seconds. But everybody uses weapon mans just because it covers such a bigger area. It doesn't require, you know, proper placement. You just spam them anywhere. What's in the box? Hopefully something decent here. Nothing jumping out at me. Thanks there, Luke. Yeah, it's all music from TechnoX. I need to put a command in to the bot. So if anybody wants to... He's got a ridiculous selection. All different genres. This is all... Everything I've got so far is from his down-tempo playlist. And I've only made it through about 10% of his playlist. I spent about 2 hours last night going through his music and just didn't even put a dent in it. He's just got so much, you know? Oh wow, I haven't seen this map in ages. Did I get it all? Nope, I left some laying. I'll go get it. Oh, somebody else got it. Not too close. That's pretty dang close. This one, of course, is in a boss lane, so you can spawn camp the crap out of it. In case anyone's curious, you get that if you get skeletons on this map, or if you get a mage or skeleton mobs, when they respawn, they go to the nearest objective, so their original AI gets whacked. So like if a mage comes out here, spawns a bunch of skeletons, they're going to go down this way to this court, even though the little squiggly clearly shows them going up this way. So I always on this map throw something down here just to make sure you know, the area is covered. Somebody told me they changed this and you can get into it now. I want to look for myself. Oop, oop, fail. And there we go. Nope, it's still invisible wall for me. Yep, and I fall through it. Somebody told me you could chillax up there on that balcony now. Unless they just found one little spot that you could stand on or whatever. That might be the case. Oh, nice blade. They're not adding new weapon skins, nah. Not that I'm aware of. They just added all the pirate skins in, so I can't imagine they're going to be adding any more weaponry skins in for a while. Until the next theme comes along. Unless they add more piratey stuff. I don't know, but we just don't know what the next update is going to bring. They have, other than bug fixes, they haven't really talked about anything else. I definitely need to get more of my defenses dialed in, though. I want to get my sand traps dialed in. Sand traps are another good, a good potential home for that destructive pylon shard, too. Since you only have one of those. Like right now, I use it in my lightning strike auras. If you use boost auras, you want to use it in boost auras. Yeah, new Dryad skin, that's the only thing. That is CRTHG, thank you again. I do appreciate it. Hey Dead, it's me again. I hope you do some more runs. I didn't get the 10s I needed. Who's dead? Looking for tenacity and attack rate. Tenacity and attack rate are two awesome mods, that's for dang sure. But thank you so much there, CRTHG. I do appreciate you. Is he still here? Yeah, he's still here. This map can be, it can give you a lot of options to play with. Like if you just want to play around with obscure builds or whatever, you got so much DU where you can put in like a little last resort or whatever that you know is going to work out. And then play around with just about anything really. Those guys are going to have that siege roller destroyed before I make it anywhere close. Yeah, I'm not even going to bother to run down there. Belgian chocolates are important, their spawns. Belgian chocolates everyone needs in their life. The problem is the mobs, the kind of the curve in DD2 is once you have a good understanding of the game and the mobs and the defenses, you just don't die very often. And when you get to the point where you do start dying, the mobs are hitting you so hard that it's tough to see that mod go in. For ramsters, off the top of my head, I don't remember, John. I'll have to look. I know I'm using fire because my ramsters are set up for frost lanes, but I'm not sure what else I got on it off the top of my head. Nice, George. Grats. Let's see. I'll peek real quick. Fire, anti-frost, and range is what I'm using. But I only use ramsters on frost lanes. If you're using ramsters on, you know, as like a general use defense, then you wouldn't want to go anti-frost, of course. Or fire, for that matter. I mean, you could put fire on them just to have them ready for frost. But mine are straight up frost killers, no doubt. Where's it at? All the way up top. 2 monks and a gun witch. I got no chance of getting any shots off on this roller. It's just going to be dead. There we go. They gave me some charity to let me kill it. One more flyer. Let's see what kind of loot we got here. Melee boom. What do we got over here? Swap AP, 2 swap chips on the same one. Swap AP and swap damage. That seems like a bit of a waste. Nothing spectacular jumping out at me. Yeah, enhanced poison's no good anymore, Mike. Explosive poison doesn't give you CC. Poison is not crowd control. A lot of people are under the misunderstanding that it is. But poison doesn't CC anything. Poison doesn't cause a slow effect at all. CC stands for crowd control, so you're impairing the enemy's ability to move in some way. You're either stunning them and keeping them still, or you're reducing their speed by slowing them down. And poison doesn't do that. But yeah, the whole benefit to enhance poison before is it took you below the speed caps, and it no longer does. Apparently that was a bug. So as soon as they changed that, it made it worthless. Ooh, I'm getting full too. After this one, I'll have to head back out. head out to town. Yeah, poison dart towers are actually, the range and the rate caps are easy to get to. I think every defense in the game you can get to the rate cap with a gilded defense rate shard, though. I'm pretty sure it's every one. And your ascension, of course. Still leaves me 200 for this lane. Put it back a little ways. Hopefully that's not going to hit the spawn. Let's see. It's getting pretty close. That's alright. If a siege roller comes, I'll sell it. And one more. How about a flame aura up top for flyer control? There we go. You guys should be proud of me. I made it through almost a whole day so far without using one volcano. Next map needs volcanoes. Good lord, what am I thinking? How am I going this long without a volcano? I guess it depends on what map we get. Gots to have that volcano action. Yeah, you want to prioritize rate from the beginning there, Wobble Flopper. So, like your first ascension points in your defense category will always go into defense speed. You want to prioritize rate from the very start. It's just too good to pass up. You don't need to, but it's a matter of should you? And yeah, you should. You should prioritize rate from the beginning. Your very first 20 ascension points should go into it. And in fact, once you find your first defense rate shard as you're progressing, it's like life-changing. I mean, it makes such a big difference. They're not very good, Sham. They're just fun. It's one of those defenses that it's almost never going to be worth 100 DU to throw down a volcano. But it adds the entertainment factor, you know. Now, Onslaught, you get your gear from Expeditions, Wobble Flopper. Onslaught doesn't give better gear. In fact, Onslaught is the worst place to go for gear. Onslaught, you go for flares, and past getting all the flares, you're just... The only benefit you have is increasing your minimum ascension level for ancient power resets. But Onslaught drops less gear. Yeah, the drop rate on C8 amps is ridiculous, SciTech, no doubt. I personally haven't seen a C8 amp drop in the last 100+ floors. Like, my last one, I think, was like around 110. And I'm at 220 something now. That's actually above average too, it seems like, John, compared to what most people are getting. It doesn't, it seems like such crap, you know, you've gotten 4 and 150 floors. I started, I don't remember what floor I'm at. I think I'm at least like 225 maybe. When the Onslaught update came, I started at floor 51, I want to say. So in 100, what, 175-ish floors, I've only gotten 2. And I haven't seen one now in over 100 floors. So, I mean, they are just stupid rare, no doubt. Well, they just need... The flares don't need to be on a higher level, Shan. There needs to just be more flares. If there was more rewards... You know, if there was more rewards, there'd be more incentive to do high onslaught. I mean, as far as pushing really, really super high in onslaught, the only reason you're doing it is to compete on the leaderboards. You're not getting really any in-game benefit from it at all. The loot situation is bad in onslaught. Just, it drops like a third of the amount of loot. So you're not getting the loot, and there's no rewards. So it's, like I said, it's just all about, it's all about leaderboards from there. I'm hoping Trendy adds in another gameplay mode that's going to focus more on fun instead of just the grind, you know. I mean, we all know it's a grind game. Dungeon Defenders was a grind game. There's no reason Dungeon Defenders 2 wouldn't be. But the Onslaught grind can be exceptionally painful. It's just so much of the exact same thing. And I know there's like all these different mutator combos, but all you see is cyborgs. There is nothing else. Every lane is either cyborgs or frost mobs, cyborgs or frost mobs. That's just all you see. You get an occasional pirate lane now since the pirate update hit. But with all those mutator combos, it comes down to difficulty. Some of the mutator combos are more difficult, some are less difficult, so the less difficult ones you see early game, and the more difficult ones you see late game, and you just see them over and over and over and over again. So yeah, like I said, I'm hoping Trendy adds in, I don't even know what that replay value would be, but I'm hoping they add in a game mode that gives fun. It's the same really to be said with Mastery. I mean, Mastery would be more enjoyable now that mods are a thing if you could get the rewards or get some rewards again. I mean, I would do Mastery all the time if there was more stuff available. You know, if I could get, I mean, they're not going to give us another set of the hyper shards. They've made that pretty clear. But if there was some, like if there was a second reward tier after you've gone through regular Mastery, where you got Defender medals or flares or even Defender packs or whatever, I mean, I would be all about Mastery. Yeah, that would be interesting for sure. What was that? Anti-Warbore? What was that other one? Oh, another one was Poo. Was it the Poop? Unique power servo. There's a 4 out of 10 shocking revelations. The thing that made, like, Orcs Must Die Unchained, I didn't get into near as much as I did Orcs Must Die 1 and 2. And the thing that made Orcs Must Die 2, and 1 for that matter, fun, is the competing on the leaderboards thing. It was all tied into hitting those big combos, so it gave you a challenge that was outside of just beating the map. it gave you something, a little fun thing to shoot for, you know. Orcs Must Die 2, I played a bunch. I was really hoping an OMD3 would come around when they made OMDU, and OMDU is definitely not a successor to OMD2 by any means. In my opinion, OMD2 was a much better game. I mean, I know a lot of people would probably disagree, but I had more fun in OMD2 than I did OMDU. Alright, let's get some volcanoes going here. Here's 100. What's that, 4? 5, 6. Here's another 100 DU if anybody's got a volcano to throw down. More volcanoes, please. Yep, here we go. I think that was 100. It's not a volcano, though. It's a wall. Wrong defense. That's not a volcano spawns. You just put a wall randomly over here in the middle of nowhere. Whose is that? Is that Spawns'? Yeah. He needs more mana now. And he's too short. No! Oh no! Yeah, I'll make a new group after this one there, Kager. Here we go. Alright, now we got a volcano. Let's see, we'll just put something to give a little moral support here on these other lanes. Only 140 left. Put that one down low. That leaves 90. Let's see, let's go anti-air, lane and lane, and then that's all of it. Upgrade the volcanoes. When in doubt, upgrade the volcanoes. See how this does. Yeah, I forgot there, John. I got all excited about volcanoes. I'll head out here after this one. Make a new group. There isn't really a best there, Killer Beast. The original 4 heroes that you start with will get you through the entire game. Which is kind of nice, because there's no, like, you don't have to have this or have to have that to succeed in the game. We got volcano we got volcano, little volcano hotness going on here. I'm on US West. Yeah, you need to log in every day there, Sham. It was a little misleading at first. It didn't make it seem like you had to, but if you don't log in for a day, you lose that 100. Like, the charges don't sit there and wait for you. Like, I think I've got 5 charges left on mine. You can't see it, can you? Only when it pops for the day. I think there's 5 charges left on mine. And if I go a day without logging in, I'll lose 100 of those. Nah, the burn is not crowd control. Weapon manufacturers plus Fisher combo is extremely powerful. If you use Shocking Revelations, which I'm assuming you're using, their Norwegian GoPro, that provides the CC. Your weapon manufacturers do. Your Fisher won't. Your Fisher will be there for the damage, and your weapon manufacturers would be there for the CC. But yeah, they're a really super strong combo, no doubt about it. My go-to favorite setup is weapon manufacturer, 1 flame aura, 1 lightning strike aura, and 1 Fisher. It just is absurd. It does so good. See, what is the crowns on the right side of the menu screen? Oh, that's your champion score. Just shows you what your champion score is at. That's a kind of a pointless stat. It's used to gate the progression, where you require this champion score to move on. But I mean, it's a tower defense game. It's all about your defenses. And champion score doesn't reflect your defenses. It doesn't count relics. It's only your armor and weapons. So it's kind of a pointless stat. That, I mean, you could see somebody with a really high champion score that, say, had the wrong stats. Say they're an ability power gun witch and they're rolling with a bunch of hero damage on their gear and they've got a really high champion score, yet their damage output is going to be pathetic compared to someone with a lower champion score using the correct stats. Yeah, you just have to transition. It's at 9 or 10 p.m. for me. Uh-oh. Oh, we snoozed through the boss. That's alright. I'll move, I'll move this flame aura and just throw it here, and we'll be good. There, problem solved. I'm just jumping around watching the projectiles fly. I didn't even recognize that a boss came out. No biggie. We'll be alright. That gem mine is a good deal. It does suck though that it's not 30 charges and that it's 1 charge per day. Man, I'm filling up. I'm gonna have to clear some space, I think, before the very end of the map. clear out some stuff real quick. Gives me a little room for pet food. Let me just look through this one bag. I won't mess with the shards. Save that. And I'll save that too, just in case. Free up a couple of slots there. Oh, how'd you get... Oh, because you bought it late in the month. I gotcha. I was going to say, how'd you get two at the same time? Was there any problem with it stacking there, John? Did you ever have any issues with not getting the double? I've got a bunch of gems saved up now from it there. 49.90. Not really sure what I would even spend them on, to be honest. I don't have that Guardian of the Dead for the Apprentice yet. I guess I could get that. Unfortunately, Trendo doesn't hook me up with any skins. I mean, they give me the stuff for the giveaways, but I give that to you guys. I don't keep any of that for myself. So it's nice having the giveaways, but compare it to like a Warframe partnership, and it's just night and day different. Warframe, they want you to have all that stuff to show it off, you know. One day, I'm hoping to get a Warframe partnership. It's the best partnership program of any game I've ever seen, to be honest. I'll look through all the loot in the map. Gonna head out to town. I'll remake the group and clear out my inventory here real quick. Now, I've had both of the gem mines. Just my first gem mine was gone before the second one came out. See if anybody's selling anything out here. Twinkie! What's up, Twinkie? How you doing? Alright. Free up some spots. See if I can call it this time. Vampiric Empowerment. Nope. Okay. How about Deadly Strikes? Nope. I guess that only works on Fridays. That's that one I saved. I'll just leave it there in that unique power servo. Okay, Vampiric. Frosty Beams. That's a good one, but I've already got it. Already got it gilded. Let's see, is there Deadly Strikes in this one? Good lord. No such luck. No 10 out of 10 mods today. That's not bad. The only hero it would work on right now is Barbarian. I'll save it just in case. There's another diverse power servo. Wow. Let's see a 10 out of 10 in there. Where you at, 10s? Got a break from college, huh? Nice. Always nice taking a break. That's a keeper. Oh, wow. And look, I'm missing. I've got an incorrect item on my monk. I've got swap damage on it. So that's got a home already. I didn't even realize I had a incorrect mod in there. Man, I'm wondering if that'll take me over 700 million now. I'm curious. I'm going to have to test it. Pardon me. Voice is a little going here today. Not a terrible mod. That one just seems so common for me. I get those unique mods all the time. I'll probably just sell that one. Doesn't look like anything else good. Nope. Alright, let me get that mod moved over. And test this out real quick. It's probably not going to be enough to get me over the hump, but we'll see here. Why is that piece saved? I think I saved it just because of the ability power. Alright, let's get power chip going right there. Little known fact here. Once you put a mod on, it actually doesn't work until you unequip and equip the piece of gear or log out and log back in. Let's see. Get my crane stance charged up. Alright. Moment of truth. Can I do 700 mil? Oh, I missed. God dang it. Now I gotta wait for the Dragolich to cool down to go back up. Yeah, for sure, Catherine. I mean, I've got another Drago I could use, right? But this one's maxed. I need all the hero damage I can get to try to break it. God, I can't believe I missed. Such a dummy. 20 seconds. Oh wow, lectured for 4 hours. Alright, let's try this again. Now that I didn't lose my crane stance because I missed. So, let's boost. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I missed again. Oh my god. I'm standing too far back. Sorry, y'all. I gotta check this though. The whole unequip re-equip thing doesn't work anymore, does it? No. How did I even get in that person's party? No clue. What the hell? I clicked no. That's so irritating. I mean, I'm not even sure how I got into their group, to be honest with you. So annoying. Well, my Dragolich will be off a cooldown by the time I make it back out. That's good, I guess. Oh, it reset the cooldown on it. Good lord. Or it's got that new zone cooldown. Guess I gotta get closer. My crane stance is gone now. Stack it back up. Gonna be close. 700 million means I'd be able to do 1.4 billion to a siege roller, which would get me all the way up to probably floor 400 or so playing solo. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, it didn't crit. God dang it. Sorry, y'all. I'm obsessing over this, I know. It's like the one chance it doesn't crit. It was 457 million in white damage, though. I don't know if you guys caught that. It says 469 on the dummy, but I think that was the incidental damage with it. That was a non-crit, though. Let me charge crane stance back up. Yeah, probably so there, Catherine. Wait for this dummy to reset here. Come on, dude. I was sitting right there at that dummy. Oh, it's CRTG. There's other dummies, man. I had that dummy. I got dibs on the dummy on the left. Alright, here we go. There we go. 713 million. Woo! Oh my god. Yeah, that'll work. Wow. Where's Rec at? Alright, let's do it up. What map have we not done today? Let's see, we've done all of these, I think. Haven't done Unholy Catacombs. So, once again, anybody wants to join, keep an eye out at the War Table, or you can join me directly through the Steam group. The jump hit is not as much as the fourth hit, Debutters. The jump hit is good, but it's not as much with a heavy weapon as the fourth swing. The jump hit is like better than the third swing, but not as good as the fourth swing. See, we might better bring a little popcorn back into the mix here on this one, huh? Let's see. I'm not sure how the DU is going to work out on this map for popcorn. We'll have to see here. And they've got that one built already, so I won't do it over there. Actually, that's not too bad. I'll put the RS stacks back a little. Or something like that. That lane's all set, right? Yeah. Probably about, well, I'm gonna start on Twitch at 4. It's 3:15 now, and I do want to make a sandwich or whatever. So probably a couple more maps there, Killer Beasts. This one, and then maybe one more, and then I'll be done. Oh, it's all good. There's CRTHG. We got popcorn over here. Hopefully it doesn't kill him in the spawn. Oh, did he sell it? He sold it. Or no, he didn't. He still got the weapon man down. These guys may get hit by kobolds too. I don't think they will, but they might. There we go. And then we got 90 left. You gotta go though, Killer Beast, go. I'm gonna be streaming longer now. I'm gonna try to stream 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So my streams are gonna be longer than they have been in the past. Look at me with my health now, 918,000, because I got that hero health from Chira and CRTHG. I'm not sure who brought it, but man, that's some heavy duty health on the monk. And we get a little bit of popcorn, but it's mainly up in the spawn. Not getting the full effect. Oops. I took the EV out of my deck. I've only got one DPS hero in my deck right now. Looks like it's monk action. Oh, what's up, Iceman? I've been going for over 3 hours now, Ice. I started streaming earlier. My new stream time is going to be... It's 3 hours earlier than my old stream time start. So you might be able to... be awake now. Yeah, I'm streaming from 12 to 3:30 on YouTube, Tuesday through Saturday. And then 4 till 7:30 or 8 on Twitch on the same days. Now Fridays it's reversed, because Fridays I've got the Trendy Friday Fun thing in the dev streams. So I start on Twitch on Fridays, and then I'll do YouTube later. That just started today though, Twinkie. Today's the first day. So yeah, like I've been live right now for 3 hours and 18 minutes. Gonna have to see how YouTube processes the VOD. Hopefully it doesn't take them a month to process it. Usually when you go over 2 hours, it really slows things down on the YouTube processing side. So the VOD will go up instantly, but it won't be processed to 60 frames per second or any of that for probably at least a day. Where that Sea Drilla at? He's He's over here ducking. No, I'm getting all these frantic ones. The frantic 3 is just awesome. CRTHG is in Germany, huh? That's the beauty of gaming. You play with people from all over the world, and never once does the conversation come up about politics or race or religion or anything else. Politicians should embrace video games more, because if anything is going to bring world peace, it will be through the destruction of goblins. I played a Fortnite match one day. Yeah, it's really fun, Mr. Alfie, but it's not super good. It does it's just a little tickle damage. It doesn't hit super hard, but it is really fun to use. A lot of people will get mad at you for using it because it's like a frame rate dropper for anyone with a subpar machine. What's Twinkie selling? Yep, I didn't see. It's called Cobalt. What is it? I can't remember the name of the shard now. Well, that 99k and 200k for a full stack of plane modes is really cheap. Somebody forgot a 0. I mean, those pretty regularly are going to go for millions for a stack. You just got right place at the right time. Not much making it out of there. Yeah, it's Unreal 3 there, Iceman. Oh, anyway, I was playing a Fortnite map one day with me in the US. There was another player with us from Germany. Omni was with us. He's from the UK. And then Rect was with us. And Rect is from Nepal. So we had 4 players from 4 different countries. We never once had any sort of conflict as far as political beliefs or even the discussion even come up. That's what I'm saying. Politicians need to get with the gaming. It's a public match there, Peaky, if a spot. I don't have many left in me though. This will probably be the last one here. That'll give me time to make a little sandwich or something before the Twitch stream starts up. Or yeah, Call of the Kobold, that's the one. I couldn't remember the name of it. Oops. I keep forgetting I changed my deck around. Yeah, it's for everybody. It just drops you down through it. Fine. More volcanoes. Oop, I'm out of juice. Anybody got 30? There's 15. There we go. Nice. Now we're complete. Yeah, volcanoes goes through walls. You see the, well, those ones over there are going through the right through the walls, hitting mobs inside of the spawn over here, going through 2 walls and a floor. What's going on, David? I'm going good. Got the new stream schedule kicked off today. Going well. Had some DD2 today. I think on Tuesdays I'm going to do whatever the Tower Defense Tuesday video is. But this week I was just not feeling like playing Sanctum 2 for 4 hours. I don't know. It's a great game, but I've already played it. Now, if they put out a Sanctum 3, let me tell you, I will be all over it. To watch these flyers on this side. Let me see. Are they dipping down low? Or the volcano's going to hit them anyway, huh? Oh, there's a PDT. I didn't see the PDT there. Derp. Yeah, volcano's just a novelty there, Iceman. It's just there for lulz. You're almost always going to get more benefit out of spending that 100 DU other places. But then you don't have big fiery lava balls shooting everywhere, you know? What's going on there, Fuhrer? How you doing? Almost made it through a stream with no volcanoes, but couldn't do it. Well, we had 5 of them on sewers. I use power transfer periodically on lightning strike auras there, Fury, but for the most part, you have to be focused on a crit-based specific build. Like my lightning strike auras for boss lanes, I used power transfer on it for Omega Waves just to get that crit chance jacked up. But overall, it's sadly it's a dead shard. Weapon man getting stunning this guy already. Get some shots off still. It's inching its way out. Man, seeing that 900,000 health on my monk makes me want to reconsider and put more points into hero health. That's sweet right there. That's just a big number to look at. Holy crap. I actually might have enough Ascension to get it over 1 million, and this with the Ancient Power buff. I have to look real quick now. I'm not sure how many points I have sitting that I haven't used. Let's see. 29. That's not going to be enough. No, not even close. I'm hoping there's some news soon too, David. The only thing at all that they've teased is just those Casters Guild things, and they still haven't shown those off. But I'm definitely hoping there's some info soon, you know. Another siege roller on that far lane. It's stunned up, huh? I'm gonna have to sell that weapon, man, maybe. Is it all stunned up? Yeah, it is. Here. Resolve that issue. Come on out, Mr. Siege Roller. It's not a dev stream, Iceman. It's the Trendy Friday Fun. Or they haven't announced that it's a dev stream. So, assuming it's just the normal Trendy Friday Fun, but we don't know yet. No info. Anyway, all, that is gonna get it for today. Now, I will be live over on Twitch in about 30 minutes. I'm gonna go through my inventory real quick and see if there was any good mods there. But gonna be live in about a half hour on Twitch. I want to get some more coffee and maybe make a sandwich. Have me a little something to eat. But let's see if there's any mods here first. Let's see. Anything good? I'm in need of a perfect controller servo. Maybe I'll come across one of those here this week sometime. Yeah, like right now, you just use the points in another defense. Like right now, I build Flame R's and Lightning Strike R's on this monk. However, I don't have any points in the Lightning Strikes at all. I go all Flame R's for the points. But yeah, the more the merrier, you know? So you can do more than one thing effectively. Now, like I said, I still use the Lightning Strike R's from this one with no Ascension into it, just because Lightning Strike R's are so strong. Doesn't look like anything. Nope, nothing. Alright, everybody. Well, that will do it for today. Like I said, the new schedule is noon Pacific time on YouTube, 4 p.m. Pacific time on Twitch, Tuesday through Saturday. And then on Fridays, I alternate them. I start off on Twitch and then go over to YouTube after. But that is going to get it for today. Let me get a little bit more caffeine and a little food in my belly. And then I think I'm going to play a little Warframe over on Twitch tonight. So swing on by and say hello. But I do appreciate you guys. Everyone have a absolutely wonderful week. And hopefully I'll see you all either later or tomorrow. So have a good one. See you all soon.